Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still grinding higher, but I have to say the structure from the intraday low, is not great. It doesn't give me a lot of confidence. And actually, there is a risk that we start to break down from here. This is a key spot from where a downtrend could start. It hasn't started yet. I'm waiting for signals and watching for signals. At the same time, the white count here is still unfolding, so we can also watch for higher prices at the same time, while being extremely mindful that we've now arrived at a key resistance area from where a move down would be possible. Okay, so we want to talk about that in this video. Earlier today, I highlighted to you that from the intraday low, which was formed at 57,900. That was when I made my first video today. We had this kind of triangle here. You see this triangle pattern here, sideways. The market dipped because the triangle suggested one more low to come. We hit this 88.7 fib level, a little lower than normally a pullback should be, but for a B wave, acceptable. And then we said, okay, from here, what could we identify? Well, we could identify a 5-wave move up. So we had this initial 5-wave move up. So we said, okay, we can't be super confident, but we can watch for higher prices. We can watch for a higher low to form. And I said, look, as soon as we get a top there, I'm going to add a support zone again. But we shouldn't obviously break below the last low. Now that dip happened so quickly. I mean, it was just like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and then we were already moving up. So it happened a bit too fast, and also the decline was quite sharp. But it managed to hold a higher low, so continued to grind higher. But what is this? I mean, this is not third wave behavior. It's an absolute mess, this microstructure. Not really fun to work with the structure at the moment. So what I want to share with you is that in the white wave count, we could be in a C wave of a third wave that might take us higher. Very much a constructed wave count because it's all messy. I will take that micro 5-wave move up out. We don't need that anymore because it doesn't look impulsive. I mean, looking at the structure now, it just doesn't look impulsive. If this is a third wave here in white, we should see it reach 59,715. We are not there yet. Often, when it's not a third wave, it breaks down just before that. For example, it could easily do that from here because we are now at the 100% extension, an ideal target for a C wave. So this could be within yellow wave B, that's the bearish count, an A, B, C structure. Really, that's the key spot that we've arrived at. Not only is that the 100% extension, it's also the 61.8 retracement of the decline. And the decline was in 5 waves. So we have a decline in 5 waves. We have a rally in 3 waves. We've reached an ideal target. So it's a pivot. I mean, I'm not saying a top is in, but definitely what I'm going to watch for in the next few days, not days, but hours probably. Because from here then, the move down could continue. That takes us to the bearish count. And I'm not saying the bearish count is playing out, but it is just what I'm watching for because we're now at a key pivot and risk is high again, okay? So what did we say earlier today? Well, one more dip and we could see a recovery rally. Well, that happened. The risk was low down here because we were in support. Now we are far away from support. We're in resistance. The risk on the long side is high now. Doesn't mean it couldn't go higher. It absolutely can, but it doesn't give me structurally the confidence that it's going to do it. We have a roadmap, okay, for it to follow it. So it could definitely push higher, but it needs to definitely prove itself. All I want to say, I'm not short-term bearish, but I'm very cautious. And I will be on high alert for any signals that we could start to see a move down from here. We might not be far away from it, but that's just my opinion. That's just what I'm watching for. That's not me calling for a top, because without a signal, the market needs to give us something, right? So like a micro 5-wave move down or something. Big red candle, something that indicates that it's motivated to go down. So what is that short-term bearish count? That short-term bearish count is in yellow. Haven't fully labeled it, but it means that we had a B wave top here. Talked about that earlier today anyway. B wave top on the 9th of August, 8th of August. Wave 1 to the downside, it has to be a diagonal, by the way. Wave 1 is a 3-wave move. Then we have a wave 2 corrective rally that was the, well, last night's high. We could now be in a 3rd wave down, which would have to be an ABC structure. So A, B, we could now be in a B wave. Then a C wave down. I haven't labeled the whole thing, but this would be, again, another A wave, B, C of wave 3. Then a 4 and a 5, and it could take us into the 40K region. And I'm very mindful that this is a count that could play out. Hasn't started yet. You know, if there is a C wave to the downside somewhere, it's not started yet. We would still be in yellow wave B at the moment, which has arrived at a key pivot. So definitely sort of around the daily candle close, I would pay attention. Well, that, you know, even here, the B wave could easily stretch higher. I mean, the 1.236 extension, 1.38 extension, those are also common targets for a B wave. We just have to be mindful. You see how it's reacting to that 100% extension level here at 59,270. So that's all I want to make. I want to make sure I want to raise awareness here. For now, we're still chopping around here, up and down, up and down, up and down. And yeah, that's what we're watching for. So we're watching for potential reaction here to resistance. But as soon as we get to 59,715, which is the 1.38 extension, I'm going to add a support zone for the wave 4, and then we can watch for a wave 5. Because any 3rd wave in this bullish count, any 3rd wave should reach the 1.38 FIB extension as a minimum. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.